I don't trust the senator for Kakamega with certain assignments, Mr. Speaker. But he's a good man. Mr. Speaker, I beg to request to move this motion, which is the appointment of a member of Parliament to the Parliamentary Service Commission, that pursuant to the provisions of Article 127C(1) of the Constitution, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, for the appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very straightforward matter. We had already canvassed who our representatives are in PSC. And given that one of our colleagues has resigned from this position, we are requesting the House to simply replace him with Senator Wahome Wamatinga. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I don't intend to speak long on this matter. It's a very straightforward matter which I want to request the Leader of Minority, Senator Stewart Matzayo, to second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I beg to second.
Honorable Senators, I will now propose the question that pursuant to Wamatinga, MP, for appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua, MP. Now, Honorable Senators, the floor is open for debate, but this is really procedural. With your concurrence, then, if you allow me, I will proceed to put the question. Thank you, Honorable Senators. Since this is a matter that does not concern counties, it will be a voice vote. I'll proceed to put the question. That pursuant to the provisions of Article 127(2)(c)(1) of the Constitution, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Wahome Wamatinga, MP, for appointment to the Parliamentary Service Commission to fill the vacancy occasioned by the resignation of Senator John Nderitu Kinyua, MP. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Chair, really from a procedural perspective, I think what has just happened is a bit interesting. And I think because we were with you in the House business earlier, you remember I was willing to move Honorable Kaluma's amendments that I disagree with on my bill. And the Speaker said we can't do that. In the same light, if a chair does not believe in what the minister is bringing, why would the chair bring it here? And the chair, Other than that, so really maybe you need to, the speaker may need to give guidance on that, where we don't agree with what the minister is bringing, because our role is also oversight. We are not just a conduit. So if a chair does not agree, don't bring it here. But chair, the other thing that I need to ask us as a country to introspect. I don't know whether we are bewitched or what's wrong with us. That everything that is working, we work very hard to destroy. The Women's Enterprise Fund was working well, we are working hard to destroy. NGCDF is one of the best funds in this country, especially in marginalized communities, rural communities. The first time I visited my rural home and saw a nice school was courtesy of NGCDF. Now people, the younger people don't realize it because they didn't see what the difference was. Mr. Speaker, why are we destroying the things that people come from other countries to emulate in Kenya? We are busy destroying and coming with other things that are not working. Can we rethink about such issues?
Very well, let's hear the chair.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I noticed the shortcoming, but I also want to tell the Deputy Majority Leader, I don't want to withdraw because my work as a chair is to transmit what comes from the ministry to the response of the honorable member. This is not a committee report that we interrogated, that when I come here, I cannot disown. Even me, when I read this statement, and I have said here that I'm going to invite the principal secretary and honorable member in the committee so that we can discuss this issue. But it is not fair and it is not in order for a deputy majority leader to tell me to withdraw because I'm a chair. I'm not the one who wrote this report. This report came from the ministry, and if it is not right, I cannot stand here to say it is right because it came from the ministry, and I don't also agree with it. I'm only reading what was transmitted to me. I'm only transmitting what chairs do from the ministry, but this is not a document that came from our committee.
Well, I think we have heard from the chair, and I think we don't need to have more bites on this. Honorable members, the chair has come out clearly that he is also a member of parliament. And his main role is also to oversight. Indeed, you see that she could not commit herself on an issue she did not believe in. This challenge came to this house when we changed our own standing orders, so that the chairs are actually reading statements on behalf of CSS. I would then rule that what happens is that that particular matter be taken to that committee, invite the CS involved and the PS, invite the member who has asked the question, and have a candid discussion. If that will not work, proceed and move that question so that the particular CS is invited to this house to deal with that specific matter, which is of concern to not only all the members of parliament who are here, but to the many women who are very effectively using the Women Fund. And I think we can raise that matter there. Let's hear another response of a statement by the Honorable Wanjiku Muya. Do we have the Chair Transport and Infrastructure in the House? The Chair, yes.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I would like to, on behalf of the Chair of the Transport Committee, the Honorable G.K. Kariuki, would like to respond to the statement by Honorable Wanjiku Muya. Honorable Speaker, on Thursday, 17th October 2024, the member for Kipipiri, the Honorable Wanjiku Muya, CBS MP, requested for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding unmarked bumps along the flyover Njabini, Kipipiri, Olkalau, Nyahururu Road. Honorable Speaker, in the statement, the Honorable Wanjiku Muya, CBS, sought to establish, among other things, plans to ensure that all bumps erected along the flyover Njabini, Kipipiri, Olkalau, Nyahururu Road are clearly marked and proper signages provided. Actions be taken for the provision of proper signage and reflective markers along the flyover of Njabini, Kipipiri, Olkalau, Nyahururu Road, and a report on the exact timeline for marking the bumps and placing signage along the said road. Honorable Speaker, the committee received a response from the Ministry of Roads and Transport through the Clerk of the National Assembly on the 23rd October 2024, which I wish now to make. Honorable Speaker, with regards to plans to ensure that all bumps erected along the flyover Njambini, Kipipiri, Olkalau, Nyahururu Road are clearly marked and proper signages provided, I wish to state that all bumps on the road section of Magumu Njambini B110 road have already been marked and proper signages have already been installed. Furthermore, the section from Njambini to Olkalau B20 road is currently under the newly awarded maintenance contracts. The ministry has already identified a number of illegal bumps along the road and shall by mid-November address the unmarked bumps alongside removal of the illegal ones. Honorable Speaker, the section between Olkalau to Nyahururu A4 road has recently undergone surface dressing as part of the ongoing maintenance works scoped for the road. These works have been completed and the contractor is now in the process of marking the road, including all the speed bumps. Honorable Speaker, regarding the actions being taken for the provision of proper signage and reflective markers along the flyover Njambini, Kipipiri, Olkalau, and the Nyahururu Road, as indicated in above, all signages on the road section, Mugumu, Njambini, B110 Red Road have already been installed. Honorable Speaker, the hybrid contract allows the contractor to maintain and replace any vandalized signages. Signages on the road section between Njambini and Olkalau, that's the B20 road, and between the Olkalau and Nyahururu Road, that is the A4 road, are currently under installation and are expected to be completed by the end of November 2024. Honorable Speaker, concerning the report on the exact timelines for the marking, the bumps and placing signages along the said road, I would like to submit that all the outstanding works, marking of bumps and placing of the signage, will be completed by the end of November this year, 2024. Honorable Speaker, I now submit. Thank you.
Very much, Honorable Speaker, and I wish to thank the Committee of Transport, confirming that over the weekend I traveled through that road, and it's true, the bumps that were very risky have been marked well, the signage has been put very well, but Honorable Speaker, on that statement, I didn't only mean the bumps that were being repaired, I meant all the bumps, so they have left two unpainted, which are very risky, and since the committee have reported that they will complete on 30th of November, I expect the two to be among the others, but they have left a very critical area called Jiret, which was the source of my statement because it has killed so many people. There is no bump, it has not been replaced, no signage, nothing has been marked. I also want to seek the intervention of the committee that by the end of that November, if they can consider that place, and I'm sure the residents of Jandarua will really be happy. Once more, I thank the committee.
Very well.
Na unajua hii kitu 1978 ilikuwa inakuswa Narok and it was doing very well. Lakini adui mkubwa wa hii kitu ni kitu inaitwa ndege. Na Madam CS ni shahidi ya kwamba hata ngano tumeshindwa kulima kwa sababu hata mwaka kesho kama hamjaua ndege kama wakulima ya ngano hatutapanda. Heri tuongee ukweli. Mwaka kesho hatutapanda ngano. kwa sababu tumekuwa na changamoto. Wakulima wengi wale wako hapa wanajua, umepanda ngano na hujafuna hata gunia 2 kwa eka kwa sababu ya kitu inaitwa kuelea. Yes. Na hii sunflower ndio adui mkubwa wa ndege, hata kuliko hata ngano. Kweli. Kwa hivyo kama serikali, mimi ningeona ingekuwa ni muhimu mungeelimisha kwanza wakulima, mtuambie hii sunflower ni aina gani, inakuzwa namna gani, kama iko na dawa ya kupalilia, kwa sababu kama itatumia manpower then hiyo ni gharama extra. Na baada ya kukuza hii sunflower tutauza wapi na tutauza na pesa ngapi? Ndio kama wakulima tuwe na hiyo moral ya kusema wacha tulime kwa sababu itatufaidi.
How are you? How are you? Hello. How are you? Hello, Dugu. Very hello. Happy. Very hey. Jambo. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Jambo. Agarai. Soba. How are you? Jambo. Essa kubwa. Hey, mambo. Hey.
So right now the focus has shifted towards making sure that we don't report back.
Kabisa.